Hey, we are live. We are live tonight. We got a great show. My voice is coming back. It's not quite 100%. It's probably like 85, 90, but we're there. We're close. Hopefully by Tuesday, it will be back. I got to give it a little rest, but I say, who cares about tonight? Let's have a great show. Um, let's have a great show. We got a little new item for you. We're going to do trivia like we always do. But then after the trivia, we're going to do, well, tonight's going to be a blooper show, but it may not always be a blooper show, but it's going to be entertaining videos from the world of sports. And tonight I just chose bloopers. We do have an exclusive blooper show that debuts this Saturday around 1:15 Eastern. So looking forward to putting that out there and get everybody's thought on that. We're taking this channel in some new directions, and I think it's going to be fun for everybody. Can't wait for it. So, uh, first of all, I want to say thanks for everybody. We had a great May. I still need to send out one more package to get up to date on the prizes, and I'll be doing that tomorrow. But we did have some winners, and hopefully in June we'll have some winners. So if you're watching now, get involved in the chat. I'll write you down, and as long as you subscribe, you could be one of the winners, one of the top 3 participants in the month of June. So we're having another contest, and it's going to be kicking off. We're going to kick off tonight with a little trivia. Not too much, not too difficult. So it looks like Gabe, Nathaniel's brother, is a little under the weather, but it all happens to us in the summertime. Playing all those sports outside can really take its toll on you. I know that. Even coaching a lot of games can take its toll. I know later in life I did a lot of coaching, and that took its toll. So if you're watching and you're new, I just want to give a shout out to my man Nathaniel. He has a new live stream show that goes on Wednesday nights at 8:15 Eastern. So if you want to watch a really great recap show of sports, all kinds of sports, check out Nathaniel's channel. And he can. Oh, thank you. Nathaniel says he likes the background. Nathaniel, put in the chat what your handle is on YouTube. I don't remember. I didn't write it down. I apologize before the show, but let everybody know it's 8:15 on Wednesdays. Nathaniel has a show. It's a live stream. It's a recap of sports. Really good takes. I think he does a great job. So check it out if you can. He's one of our great followers, and we really like to support those who support us. So we're getting a little congratulations out there as well. So good job, Nathaniel. All right. Well, let's start getting into the trivia. The trivia tonight is going to be team related. It's everything team related. So we'll jump off there. So without further ado, let's get this trivia. Hold on. Let's get this trivia started. And tonight's one of those weird nights, Nathaniel. I don't know how many people we have live. So if you can let me know periodically, that would be great. Okay. The first trivia question is the first trivia question for tonight, related to teams in the upper echelon professional teams, is what city did the A's or Athletics play in before Oakland? Now, we all know that they're going to move to Las Vegas. They're currently in Oakland, the Oakland A's, Oakland Athletics. What city were they in before Oakland? If you have an idea, put it in the chat. If you're new to our channel, get involved. It was not Philadelphia. They were the Philadelphia A's before they moved to this city. So they were in Philadelphia. They moved to the city we're looking for. Then they went to Oakland, and then they'll be going to Las Vegas. So what was the city between Philadelphia and Oakland that the A's were in? That was a really good guess there, Nathaniel, and you were partially right. They were there before Oakland. It was not, well, I'm asking, yes, it was between Philadelphia and Oakland. They were in another city. What is that city? Now, my hint is it is a Midwestern city. It would have been the second team from this state in Major League Baseball. Jordan Walker's back. All right. Best YouTube ever. We got Major Leaguer Jordan Walker, aka Nathaniel's alter ego, I think. But so what city did Oakland play in before Oakland and after Philadelphia? So between Philadelphia and Oakland, the Oakland A's were in another city. What is that city's name? It's a Midwestern city, and it would have been the second major league team in that state. So I'll give you about 3 seconds. It looks like this might be a little tougher one. I'll give you another hint. They're in the state I'm in. It's a city in the state that I'm in. And if you know where I live, you'll get this, I think. If you think about the cities in the state that I'm in. All right. I'll give you about 3 seconds. No other, it's not St. Louis because we already had a team. It would have been a second team in a second city in that state. Think about it. It's not St. Louis, Zoe. It is Kansas City. They were the Kansas City A's. So good guesses out there, everyone. All right. Second question. Yeah, Zoe now says Kansas. All right. What city did the Hawks play in before Atlanta? Now, this is an NBA question. We move from Major League Baseball to NBA. Some of these questions are going to get a little easier, if you will, because it'll be true and false. But in what city did the Hawks play in before Atlanta? It's another Midwestern city, and I'll actually give you a super duper guess. Or I'll give you a super duper big hint. The city that the Hawks played in before Atlanta is the city where the Mississippi and Missouri rivers meet. It is that city. It's next to Illinois. The city's right on the border of Illinois and another state. It's where the Missouri and Mississippi rivers meet, essentially, is this city. That's my big hint. And I'll even give you another hint. They're in the same state as the answer to the last question. They're in the same state as an answer to the last question. Here, let me light myself up a little bit so I don't look so gloomy. Okay, so the question is, what city did the Hawks play in before Atlanta? It is not Des Moines. Oh my God. It is not Kansas City. It's just north of St. Louis. Yeah, it's St. Louis. They were the St. Louis Hawks. All right. Little overthinking. Des Moines, the Mississippi and the Missouri. Christina. I know Christina quite well. And that would, it's not Chicago. It was St. Louis, everybody. Okay. What state, because it wasn't named as a city, what state did the Stars play in before Dallas? They're the Dallas Stars. They used to be another team. It's not Mexico if you're going for that. In what state did the Stars play in before Dallas? I'll tell you this. The Dallas Stars, their team name used to be the North Stars. They were a northern Midwestern city. So what is the name of that? Well, technically would be a state. Dallas has no stars. Go to New York. That's a good answer, Nathaniel. Good answer. But we're looking for what was the name of the Dallas Stars before they were the Dallas Stars? What geographical area? They weren't named after a city. They were named after a northern Midwestern state. And their team name was the North Stars. And the oops. Currently, the Twins play there, but they were called after the state. The Twins play there. Any guesses? Come on, Nathaniel. It's a baseball. Twins. Come on. All right, I'll give you guys 3 seconds. Minneapolis is close, so they were called the Minnesota. They were named after the state, the Minnesota North Stars. All right. We only have about 20 trivia questions tonight, so we're not going to go too crazy on that. And then we'll do a little bit of bloopers. before they were the Golden State Warriors, what city did they play out? They weren't called Golden State. Nathaniel now says Minnesota, good. So the Golden State Warriors, they were called the Warriors, but what was their team name, or what city did they play? They weren't called Golden State. They were named after a city in California, and then they were the Warriors. So they were the blank Warriors. So like they would have been like the Glendale Warriors, but it wasn't Glendale. What was that city name? Think Northern California. Huge cities in Northern California. Oh, your Little League team are the Twins, I guess is what you're saying, Nathaniel, huh? All right. Anybody have a guess on this? The Golden State played in what city, or named after what's Northern California? Not Los Angeles, that's Southern California. Northern California. Very famous city. Like very super duper famous. It was, and it's not the Glendale Warriors. Nope, there is Glendale, California, but that's in Southern California. It's a great city, actually. It's in the LA area. What is the name of the Northern California city that the Golden State Warriors were named after before they called themselves Golden State? What else? What are they? They have a Fisherman's Wharf there. Alcatraz is located there. They have a Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, Nathaniel got a triple in his game. All right, Nathaniel. Triples are hard to get. Jeez, Louise, it's not Berkeley. It's a famous city. It's a world-renowned city. It's one of the top 10 cities in the world, or top 10 cities in the country. It's not Berkeley. Yes, San Francisco. Good Lord, we're overthinking these answers tonight. Okay. Now here's one. Okay. The Las Vegas Raiders. We're going to go back through a little trivia here. Yes, San Francisco. You know, Zoe and Christina, you get the answers right after Nathaniel gets it right. That's very strange. Okay. The Las Vegas Raiders are their current team. Before they were in Las Vegas, they were in Oakland. Before they were in Oakland, they were in Los Angeles. What city were they in before Los Angeles? And hint, this city's already been named tonight. Oh, they're definitely copying, Nathaniel. They are definitely copying. Okay, so we're going to work backwards with the Raiders. The question is, the Las Vegas Raiders played in Oakland before Las Vegas. Before Oakland, they were in Los Angeles. And before Los Angeles, they played in what city? What was their name? Zoe, it is not Chicago. I will give you a hint. It is in the state of California. It's a city in the state of California. And I'll even be specific. Good answer with San Francisco. Very good answer. Think San Francisco's sibling city. Wasn't San Francisco? Oh, Christina and Zoe keep following each other. They both say San Francisco, but it's San Francisco's sibling, if you will. Their next door neighbor, if you will. Not Sacramento, but it's San Francisco's neighbor. And it's already been mentioned. Yes, let's effing go here. Oakland, boom. Christina got it. All right. If you just joined us, how many we got? Nathaniel. Now Nathaniel's copying. How many we got on? I can't see, Nathaniel. I hate when they do this to me. Can I see now? No, I still can't see. Oh, we have 4. No, we have 4 live. Okay. So we have 4 live now. So at least I can see that number. If you're new to us, put it in the chat. Put your answers in the chat and I'll mark you down in the book. Right now we have Christina, Zoe, and Nathaniel. All right, we have 5, Nathaniel says. All right, next question. I didn't really think these would be so difficult. All right, where's footballer Nick? He would have got a few of those. All right, this one's going to be, I'm going to have to give a lot of hints on this one. Okay, next question. What city and team name? What city and team name were the Brewers before they moved to Milwaukee? So they're currently the Milwaukee Brewers, but before they were the Brewers, They played out of another city and had a completely different name. A completely different name. And while I'm at it, don't forget Wednesday nights, 8:15 Eastern, Nathaniel has a great live show. I want you all to watch. Nathaniel, you need to let everybody know what your handle is on YouTube so they can watch. Okay, let's get back to the trivia. What city and team name were the Brewers before they moved to Milwaukee? They were not. Oh, Nathaniel, Seattle. Okay, they were Seattle. They were not the Brooklyn Dodgers. The Brooklyn Dodgers became the Los Angeles Dodgers. Remember, Los Angeles Dodgers? Okay, Seattle. They were Seattle. Now, they were not Seattle Pilots. Zoe Geyser. Bam! I can't believe it. Zoe Geyser. Oh, you did? Okay. So Nathaniel earlier in the chat put what his handle is on YouTube. So if you're out there watching 8:15s on Wednesdays, you got to watch Nathaniel's show. He gives a rundown, a great rundown of all the sports for that day and for the last couple days. Really good show. All right, they were the Seattle Pilots. All right. What city and team name were the Nationals before they moved to Washington D.C.? So who were the Washington Nationals? What was the team before they moved to DC? Now, my hint on this one is they weren't even in the United States. They were a Canadian team that's now defunct. They keep talking about bringing the team back to that area. So, what is the team from Canada that became the Washington Nationals? They had Andre Dawson, they had Tim Raines, Bill Gullickson, I want to say, Gary Carter, Warren Cromartie. Is that right? Am I getting confused? They had Randy Johnson, the Montreal Expos. I think somebody's Googling Nathaniel Montreal Expos. I want to give Nathaniel the points on that answer, Zoe, because I have a feeling by knowing you that you might be Googling these. All right. Next question. Before we called them the Miami Marlins, what did we call the Marlins? What was their geographical area name and Marlins? Tom Brady played for what? The Expos? What are you talking about? Tom Brady. Wait, what is going on here? We're talking about the Marlins. Tom Brady didn't play for the Marlins. Not the Dolphins. No, we're talking about geographical area, Christina. Geographical area. We call them the Miami Marlins now. They're still the Marlins. They were the Marlins before, but what geographical area were they known for or were they called? So like you think about the Minnesota Twins, that's the state. They're not called the Minneapolis Twins, you know. So what was their geographical area was Minnesota. The Denver Broncos play in Denver, but then you have the Colorado Rockies that play in Denver. Yes, the Expos. Wait, what? No, we're not talking. We're talking about the Marlins. Oh, he played for the Tom Brady played for the Expos. Was he in their farm system? Is that what you're saying? He was drafted by them? Okay, so the question is, Cough, Florida? Cough, Florida. I'm confused. What are you talking about? Okay, the Miami Marlins are their current name. Before that, they were called the Marlins, but they used a different geographical area for their name. What was that? I think you're saying the Florida Marlins now that I read it again. They were the Florida Marlins, and then more recently, they changed their name to Miami Marlins. Okay, so we are I'm going to go through this because we're not even at 10 yet. And I think some of these might be a little difficult. Let's get to some true or false ones because at least you have a 50% chance of getting it right. And I noticed that Zoe dropped off probably because I called her bluff on the Google. Okay, true or false? The Kansas City Royals were an expansion team. They weren't a team that moved. They grew out of Kansas City. They expanded from Kansas City. Is that true? Oh, Zoe's here. Okay, good. True or false? The Kansas City Royals were an expansion team. Do 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 do. I shouldn't do this. You're probably all dropping off now that you hear me. Zoe says true. What else? What else do we say out there? What do we have any falses? Nathaniel, what say you? Who else is out there? Give us a true, give us a false. What do you think? True or false? The Kansas City Royals were an expansion team. Zoe says true. Christina says false. Nathaniel, what say you? Who else is out there? Give us an answer. Oh, Nathaniel likes the music. See. That's why we watch Nathaniel's show. All right, true or false, Nathaniel? True. All right. It is true. Christina, you were wrong. Zoe and Nathaniel, you were right. They were an expansion team. All right, next question. True or false? The Texas Rangers once played home games in Washington, D.C. Oh, and Jordan Walker said true. Great. Jordan Walker's back. I'm going to put him down, but I have a feeling I know who Jordan Walker is. True or false? The Texas Rangers once played home games in Washington, D.C., meaning they once were a team in Washington, D.C. True or false? Do 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 do. Our official sponsor tonight is Rhino 305 Golf Balls. You can get their golf balls at rhino305.com. Zoe says false. Jordan Walker says true. Christina says true. Nathaniel says true. It is true. They were the Washington Senators and they moved to be the Texas Rangers. All right, we have another true or false, and it's another baseball question. All right, we've had two trues. Will this be the first false? True or false? The Minnesota Twins once played home games in Washington, D.C., meaning the Minnesota Twins once called Washington, D.C. their home. Now, it was by a different name, or was it? True or false, the Minnesota Twins once played home games in Washington, D.C. Zoe is saying false. Nathaniel, I can get you a discount. Just, we can talk about it in an email. All right. Zoe. Okay, I'll repeat the question. True or false, the Minnesota Twins once played home games in Washington, D.C., meaning the Minnesota Twins moved from Washington, D.C. to Minnesota. True or false? Christina says false. Zoe says false. What will it be? Nathaniel, what say you? Anybody else can jump in. Jordan Walker, you can jump in. What do you think? Did the Minnesota Twins move? All right. Nathaniel says false. Christina says false. Zoe says false. You're all wrong. It's true. Believe it or not, the Washington Senators were a team in Major League Baseball twice. They were the Washington Senators and they moved to Minnesota. And then later in the late 60s, early 70s, there was a Washington Senators and they moved to be the Texas Rangers. All right. Let's see. What else do we have? All right. We have more true and false. Okay. True and false. True or false? The Dallas Mavericks, true or false? Let me read this over because I'm putting a T in Maverick. True or false? The Dallas Mavericks moved from St. Louis. True or false? So the question is saying the Dallas Mavericks once called St. Louis home. True or false? Do 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 do. Oh, Christina says false. All right. Nathaniel, Zoe, anybody else out there? Zoe says false. Nathaniel, what do you say? Do 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 do. Nathaniel says false, and you're all of you are going to be really happy because you all got it right. It's false. I believe they were an expansion team. All right. Next, true or false? The Orlando Magic were an expansion team. True or false? The Orlando Magic, this is the NBA, true or false? They were an expansion team. Now, a little trivia about the Orlando Magic. One of their very early superstars was Shaquille O'Neal. Nathaniel, you can get less than 10 boxes and I'll give you a discount. It's no big deal. Nathaniel says true. Zoe, Christina says true. What say you, Zoe? And anybody else out there, if you know it, Zoe says true. Anybody else? Let me read the question one more time. See who's out there. Let them try to answer. True or false? The Orlando Magic were an expansion team. True or false? We have 3 trues so far. All right, I'll give you about 3 seconds if there's anybody out there. I'm not sure. I can't see the darn thing. It is you guys. Oh, you guys are going to be so excited because you got it right. They were an expansion team. Good job. All right. Okay. Another true. Yeah, Jordan Walker, where are you? Probably busy on Nathaniel's computer. All right. True or false? Chicago once had 2 NFL teams. You know, Nathaniel, that's a good point of view. I am the best host. True or false? Chicago once had 2 NFL teams. Do 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 do. True or false? Chicago once had 2 NFL teams. Zoe says true. Nathaniel says true. Christina, what say you? And anybody else out there? It's just a true or false. True. We have 3 truths, and you guys are going to be right. Boy, 3 in a row. 3 in a row for the 3 Musketeers. What can I say? Good job, everybody. It was, and just to let you know, it was the Chicago Bears, obviously. Yeah, the show's going to go a little bit longer tonight because I got bloopers after this. I don't know if it goes till 9:15, but Eastern time, but we'll see. But the Chicago Bears were one of the teams, and the Chicago Cardinals moved to St. Louis and became the St. Louis Cardinals, and then moved out to Arizona and became, well, they were first the Phoenix Cardinals, and then now they're the Arizona Cardinals. So yeah, they had 2 football teams. All right, next question, another true and false. I like these true and false ones. The Los Angeles Angels actually started in LA before moving to Anaheim. So the Los Angeles Angels, that's their current name, or technically it's the Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles or something silly, but they're called the LA Angels. Before they moved to Anaheim, where they kind of are now, they were the Los Angeles Angels. Is that true or is that false? Ba, 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 ba. Christina says true. We got 1 true. What says, if you're just joining us and you like what you see, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button. But we are trying to, the question that is out there. All right, you can get it, your logo in a YouTube in a t-shirt. Can I try to get a logo? You can try. Maybe I'll just sell a t-shirt. Okay, Nathaniel says true. Zoe, do you have an answer? And anybody else watching, the question is, the Los Angeles Angels actually started in LA before moving to Anaheim. So currently they play in Anaheim. The LA Angels play in Anaheim, but they're called the LA Angels. Before they were called the LA Angels, they were called like California or Anaheim Angels. Before all that, were they called the LA Angels? True or false? All right, Nathaniel's going to buy one. Zoe, true. Nathaniel, it is true. Their first year, they were the Los Angeles Angels, and they shared a ballpark back in, 62 with the LA Dodgers. They both played out of Dodger Stadium. All right. All right. Next, true or false question. I think we like these true or false. The designated hitter in Major League Baseball started for both leagues in the same year. True or false? True. I'll read it again. True or false? The designated hitter in Major League Baseball started for both leagues in the same year. True or false? Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I remember your first show. You were amazing. Nathaniel says false. All right. If you just joined us, the question is the DH in Major League Baseball started for both leagues in the same year. True or false? Christina says false. We got a lot of copycats here. True or false? The DH in Major League Baseball started in the same year. We have 2 falses. Oh, we have 3. Zoe says false. Anybody out there have a guess? It's a true or false. It is going to be your first. Again, you all got it right. So it's a first streak going. Everybody. Yep. They even admit they copied Nathaniel. The designated hitter in the American League started in 1973. The designated hitter started in the National League almost 50 years later in 2022. 2022. Oh, the 85. Yeah, that All-Star. Yes, that's right. I remember that. All right. So we have 2 more questions and then we'll turn it over to the bloopers. This is a layup. This is not a true or false. Our last question will be your true or false. This team, so name the team that boasted Derek Jeter at shortstop. What team did Derek Jeter play his entire career for? And he played shortstop. If Nathaniel doesn't get this, I'm going to turn off the channel right now. All right. This team boasted Derek Jeter at shortstop. Name the team. He played his entire career for one team. What is that team? The Yankees win. The Yankees win. No, not the Cardinals, silly. Oh, you have his bobblehead. That's pretty cool. Was that like a giveaway, Nathaniel? Yeah, come on, Christina. Come on. All right. Last question is a true or false question. True or false? Mike Trout started his major league career with Seattle. So he played his first team game in Major League Baseball with Seattle. True or false? Mike Trout. True or false? Mike Trout started his major league career with Seattle. Zoe says true. If you think you know the answer and you just joined us, put it in the chat. If you don't know the answer, put it in the chat. Otherwise, you have a 50% chance of a giveaway, 50% chance of getting it right. Okay, I am going to repeat the question, Nathaniel. True or false? Mike Trout started his major league career with Seattle. True or false? Moe's new. Moe says true. Let me put that in. Okay. True or false? Mike Trout started his major league career with Seattle. Nathaniel says true. All right. Anybody else out there? If you just joined us, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. It is false. He's always played with the Angels. He's always played with the Angels. All right. Now we're going to go into something a little bit different. Let me see if I can get this set up correctly. If I do that, yeah. All right. So hopefully everybody can see the screen. We're going to be going over, we're going to transform someone else's video, meaning I'm going to do the play-by-play or the color on this video. And let me get the video going. If you just joined us, hit that like button, hit that subscribe so you know when we're.
Ball go right through the webbing of Jake Cronenworth's glove. Dodgers won this one.
Glove. You think a major leaguer would have a glove. Now watch this. Okay, this is Manny Machado of the San Diego Padres. He tries to do something really, really cool, but he can't do it. And it's like, if you can't do it, don't do it. I want to say that maybe he didn't get through karate as a kid, where you break where you tomahawk the boards. But watch this, okay?
Shadow.
He gets out.
Second.
Easy pop up on the infield. He tries the Bo Jackson over the knee, and he doesn't break the bat. Bo Jackson broke the bat. All right, next. We have a basketball play where a player, I think, chose the wrong sport. I think he should have got into soccer.
Have it in the
Watch
hands
this.
of Javier
Inbound play, throws it. Defender puts out his foot. It hits the ref right in the face. Watch this again. Boom, boom, hits it. I mean, what reflexes that the guy in the yellow has, but he kicks it right into the head of the referee. So probably a little wake-up call. I'm sure later in the game that the ref called a few fouls on that player. All right. Now this one, Gretzky always says you miss 100% of the shots you never take. This guy lives by that philosophy. He's taking a shot whenever he can. Watch this in hockey. From the other side of the red line goes in the net. Watch it here. It bounces off the glass and into the net. You don't see that too often. You really don't see that play. It usually goes around in the back. Okay, next. Not the club's fault here. Just a poor shot. But I think this guy was testing Callaway's new airmail clubs. Watch this. Boop. There goes the club. And like the next day that someone got in scuba gear and got his club out of that lake. Somebody did. It's worth a lot of money. Okay, here we go. This is when a wrestling match breaks out in a football game. Look at that. 3 guys go down. It's like the Three Stooges on ice. On ice, rather. Let's see it again. Did they show it again? Yeah. Boop. They all go down. They all go down. All right. Here we go. This is goalie not knowing what's going on. I guess he doesn't care how many goals he gives up. Bad play by the goalie there. All right. Now, this next play is, I'm guessing that the spectator might have said something to this tennis player, because just watch what happens here, okay? And he gets his revenge on the spectator. Playing, boop, hits it. Oh, it hurts just to watch. Oopsie, wrong spot by that ball. Ouch. Every man watches that segment and knows that feeling. So, right, 2. These two haven't talked since this play. I want to say that this is proof that the defender is betting the over on this game. You know how like athletes nowadays or getting caught betting on their sport and on their game and things like that. Well, this is a guy that probably bet the over, meaning whatever they thought the combined points or scores or goals rather would be, he bet the over. Because watch this, he gives it to the other team. The goalie kicks it to his defender and it goes right to the other team. He doesn't do anything about it. And he pretends like he doesn't know what's going on. Goal. He was betting on that game. All right, now here we go. This is a reason why this player probably doesn't play football, especially never made it as a wide receiver. This is the exact reason why he doesn't play football and isn't a receiver, which a lot of basketball players are like tight ends or receivers or people with basketball backgrounds are in football. So watch this. Far shot from the corner, bounces, goes behind the rim, and he drops it. He dropped the ball. Let's see it again. Comes off the back of the hoop or back of the backboard, and he just, boom. He's got hands of stone. That's why he plays basketball. So there you have it, everybody. Yeah, that goalie should be. Hey, footballer Nick. I was watching the videos. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. Holy cow, footballer Nick. Okay, I can put footballer Nick down. Footballer Nick, you missed all the trivia, but no big deal. No big deal. We can get you. We'll have a show on Tuesday. Obviously, my voice is coming back. Hopefully, Tuesday I'll have a full voice. I want to thank you guys. We didn't go a full hour, which is kind of good. I don't think that I should go a full hour quite yet, because now my voice is real dry, real raspy. But thanks for joining. I really enjoyed it. And Tuesday, let's do another one. And hopefully, when my voice gets better, we can do a surprise show. We can do them more regularly than we did. But I'm glad to see that Footballer Nick was out there. And thank you, Nathaniel, for all the chat. I wasn't following the chat. I was watching the video, so shame on me. But our next show will be Tuesday at 8:15. And if Footballer Nick or whoever else is watching, a couple of items to get up to speed on Wednesdays at 8:15. Our buddy Nathaniel has a sports show I want everybody to watch. Number one. Number two, as I just said, we have a show at 8:15 on Tuesday night, 8:15 Eastern. Nathaniel's show is 8:15 Eastern as well. So we have those two shows going on. We have a Tuesday show here, a Wednesday show with Nathaniel. I want everyone to watch. We have another contest going, and this Saturday will be our first video blooper. It's all different bloopers than we just watched. It's all different bloopers. So that will be coming out around 1:15 on Saturday, and then starting Wednesday, we'll have back-to-back. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll have back-to-back shorts this week. And we might have a video or another short on Monday or Tuesday. It just means whether or not I want to put one out there. So anyway, I will definitely talk to you all on Tuesday. Don't forget Nathaniel on Wednesday. Don't forget our video on Saturday, our first blooper video. And every Friday short is going to be a trivia question. So we're basically going to use footage from one of these shows and do a short video with trivia. So that's every Friday. I will talk to you all on Tuesday. Have a great week so far. Take care.